Variable annuities can be extremely powerful products for you to use with clients. They give you the ability to apply some sort of certainty to a client's financial plan, whether it be death benefit protection, principal protection, or some sort of income protection, some sort of income guarantee. Variable annuities are powerful because they allow the investor to participate in the market. All of the annuity companies that we use have contracts with dozens of different mutual fund carriers. So for example, let's say you're using a Jackson National variable annuity product. Now the products we use vary all the time, so by the time you see this video, we may not even be using Jackson National, but just as an example, let's say that you're using Jackson National. Jackson, in my example, is the insurance company. The insurance company are the people that are backing the guarantees of the product. Inside the product itself, so inside the Jackson platform, you as an advisor have the ability to invest your client's assets as aggressively or as conservatively as you want to, using different mutual fund families that are available inside that particular product offered by that particular insurance company. So for example, inside Jackson, there's a wide variety of different Fidelity, T. Rowe Price, Franklin Templeton, BNY Mellon, JP Morgan. There's all sorts of different mutual fund families. When you invest client assets into those mutual funds, naturally their principal is going to fluctuate, hence the phrase variable. When you use variable annuities, the underlying principal will fluctuate. It'll vary. Just like any other mutual fund product or brokerage account or 401k, how good or bad an investment performs depends on how the investment is allocated. So hence variable in variable annuity. The insurance company has nothing to do with how good or bad that product performs. It all has to do with how you're invested. What the insurance company is doing is it's giving you, the investor, to attach some sort of guarantee to that variable investment. You can attach a death benefit, you can attach a living benefit, or you can attach an enhanced death benefit. Different products, different insurance carriers have different variations on all these different types of benefits. Now, you don't have to attach any sort of benefit if you don't want to. Some clients might just come to you saying, hey, I'd like to use an annuity for a tax shelter. In that case, they don't have to buy any benefits. They can simply use the annuity as an investment vehicle, buy mutual funds inside of it, and benefit strictly from the tax shelter, for non-qualified money, of course. If a client invests in an insurance product like a Jackson variable annuity, and if they want to add some sort of guarantee to that product, well then they have to pay a premium. Just like you pay an extra premium to insure your house, or your car, or your life, you pay more for that insurance. In exchange for insurance companies offering these guarantees, they're going to collect different fees depending on which guarantee you want. A first fee that you're going to see very common in the industry is called the mortality and expense ratio, commonly referred to as the M&E charge. Mortality, of course, means death, and expense is just that, expense. This is basically the cost of a basic death benefit inside of an insurance product, inside of a variable annuity. So if someone invests $100,000, they're not looking for any sort of enhanced death benefit, they're not looking for any sort of living benefit. All they want is the standard return of principal or return of premium death benefit. Then the only real insurance fee they're going to pay is just simply the M&E, the mortality and expense ratio. In order to get into an insurance contract, unless they're buying it completely only with a tax shelter, in order to get a living benefit or a death benefit, all the contracts that your clients will be in will always have some sort of M&E expense attached to it. If a client wants to add an additional living benefit or an enhanced death benefit, that's referred to as adding a rider. They're adding some sort of enhancement to the contract. That fee for these bottom two benefits is in addition to the mortality and expense fee. It's the rider fee, the cost of the underlying enhanced guarantee. So 2 layers of fees. Also, with the majority of insurance contracts, variable annuity contracts that you're going to run into, most contracts, not all of them, but most contracts come along with some sort of surrender charge. The surrender charge or surrender period is the period of time the assets need to remain inside the annuity product without incurring a penalty for early withdrawal. For example, let's say that someone invests $100,000 and in year 1 there's an 8% surrender fee, year 2 there's a 7, year 3 a 6, and year 4 a 5. So it starts at 8% and goes down 1% every year, and after 4 years there's no surrender penalties. That's a way for the insurance company to know that the money will probably be there for at least that period of time, and it allows them to manage their risk and offer the guarantees that they're offering. Now, many clients will still, with any product, have the ability to take an income stream or take some money out, usually about 10% of the account if they have to, without incurring that sort of penalty. But just know that for an insurance company to offer these types of guarantees, there's often going to be an M&E charge, a rider charge, and some sort of surrender schedule. General rule of thumb, the longer the surrender schedule, the lower the mortality and expense fee. So a 7-year product is generally cheaper than a 4-year product. We tend to favor the 4-year products because it gives clients flexibility and control over their situation. That way they're not tied into something for a long time with a long surrender, and we're not handcuffing them from the ability to take advantage of something else that might be out there. So we will generally use the liquid products with no surrender or the 4-year surrender products just to give clients flexibility. In the next segment, I'm going to go into detail about how these different types of benefits work, how they're structured, and why they're so powerful for you to use.